In October 2019, I had the chance to visit the Blue-eyed ground dove project by Save Brasil in the state of Minas Gerais, Brazil. This species was thought to be extinct for 75 years until it was rediscovered in 2015. The species now is found about 5 minutes from the town of Botomarim. I'm Bennett Hennessey. I'm the coordinator of the American Bird Conservancy Brazil program. And I'm here with
Marcelo, Lisita, Junqueira, and I am a project assistant of Save Brasil.
Right now we're at 2019. What is the estimation of the population of the blue-eyed ground dove?
So we count 22 individuals.
And are they all found in one place?
No, they are distributed in 5 areas. One area is the Blueeyed ground dove reserve, and the other areas is inside the state park of Botomarim.
Botomarim. And when was that created?
It was created in July 18.
Oh, right. So
yes.
it's a fairly new park.
Yes.
Right now, to the knowledge that we know, what is the habitat, the specific habitat for the blue-eyed ground dove?
So we are seeing that the bird needs some elements in the habitat. The white sand, it's one. The water flowing in this white sand.
Right.
It's very important. The food they eat, it's some seeds they eat.
Right.
But I think one important thing is the material for the construction of the nest, because it's very specific. They need some endemic plants from Cerrado, and these plants are not in all Cerrado. I think this combination, the water, the sand, the plants they need, it's essential for these birds.
What have you been doing here for the last year and a half?
I'm monitoring the blue-eyed ground dove, watching the behavior and looking for new areas and looking for nests. We are doing environmental education in schools.
Right.
We are promoting local participation.
Right.
We have a work with the community. We know that conservation we have to do with the people, local people, to work.
Right. American Bird Conservancy supported the workshop that we had in August, and one of the things we were looking at with experts that were all brought in were the limiting factors. Do you think that food could be the limiting factor for the blue-eyed ground dove?
Here in Botomarim, it's not the problem, the food. We have a lot of food here. They eat seeds, so it's common here in this area. Maybe in other areas it's a problem.
Another frequent limiting factor for a rare species recuperating is predation or competition. Do you think predation could be a problem for the blue-eyed ground dove?
Here in Botomarim, in 1 year and a half, we are monitoring these birds.
Right.
I never see adult birds being predated. We put some camera traps here in the Blueeyed ground dove reserve, and we are seeing some animals using the same area.
Right.
Some mammals using some snakes.
Right.
They can be possible predators.
Right.
But our worry is about the domestic dogs. So in these cameras we are monitoring these dogs, if they are using this area, are they predating the birds. But until now we didn't have direct problems with the dogs and blue-eyed ground dove.
Right.
They are using the area, but I think they are predating other.
But we don't really know yet.
We don't really know about the predators.
Right.
We found some nests, and the nests was predated.
Right.
The eggs and once a chick.
Right.
So, but we don't know what could be this predator.
Right.
Maybe it's a problem for the juveniles or eggs, but for the adults I don't think so.
Right. But so it could be limiting their reproduction there.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's okay. We'll talk about that then. Because another limiting factor is reproduction, nesting place, nesting sites, safe nesting. Do you think that could be then a problem?
I think it could be a problem because, like I said, it's a specialized birds, and we are seeing that they are using specific plants to make the nests.
Right.
So these elements could be the key for the habitat of the blue-eyed ground dove.
Right.
If they don't have the elements for make nests, they couldn't reproduce.
Right. And then another limiting factor is disease. That with such a small population, the disease isn't allowing. Have you seen any signs of a disease possibly?
We never saw in this 1 year and a half, but it's in the beginning. We have to monitor more.
Right.
But maybe the genetic proximity of these birds could be a problem. But we have to study more.
Right.
Thinking in a small population, they are very close.
Right.
So could be a problem.
Could be a problem. So, for you have a species that needs a big forest. You cut the forest, and the species reduces, and you know that what you need to do is bring back the forest. Do we know what we need to do to bring back the blue-eyed ground dove?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We don't know. We have to. Now I think we have to conserve the areas that we know that they are there.
Right.
And working with another research and community, protecting these areas.
Right.
In the future, with the studies, we can understand more the habitat, the behavior, and maybe we can improve some areas to that blue-eyed ground dove can use in the future.
Right. So for your project, what would you like to see as the best conservation actions for the future for the blue-eyed ground dove?
We have to protect this area that we know the blue-eyed ground dove are. Involve more the community. Work with environmental education in these areas.
Right.
Because they put fire, hunt other animals, but it's a problem here. So we have to bring these people to work with us, bring some more research to understand more the habitat, the blue-eyed ground dove. Can find another areas with blue-eyed ground dove and protect these areas too.
Right.
And I think in this moment that we have a small population, we need a ex situ population because it's we have
a captive population.
Yeah. Because like I said, we have a small population here, and if a big fire passes here, we don't know what can happen with these birds. We don't know yet how they respond to the fire.